put it in layman's terms as well, a high IQ player is what she called her. Did say has that three-point ability and flashed that with one triple earlier today. Has gotten a lot of people involved. Syracuse has had 11 players touch the court. 10 of them have scored. The only player that hasn't is on the floor right now, Lexi McNabb.
You gotta assume too, it's coming with McNabb.
Schmidt taking a break, been running up and down the court quite a bit today. 19 points, 19 minutes, pardon me, second most on the team. Up and down the court quite a bit on those fast breaks. Daemen chipping away, fighting. Only lost the third quarter, 20-17. Kept it close after the halftime break. Almost did even more with a triple. Out an offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Auer blocked. Thompson with the stop. Syracuse takes over. Velez cuts inside, uses the screen, gives off Scott. And a Syracuse freshman up to double digits. 10 points for Kira Scott.
It's all coming down low as well. Good finishing around the rim.
Scott, Hawkins, two of Syracuse's freshmen up in double figures, and the 5 assists like we mentioned earlier from Schmidt.
Each one of the 4 SU freshmen today has shown something. Whether it's the shooting of Potts hitting that first 3, the passing of Schmidt, the defense of Hawkins as you see it there, or the inside presence of Scott, they all have something.
How about an and one for the Wildcats? Reese Beaver. It's her first points of the day. Wildcats needed those. Some offensive rebounding as well for the Wildcats. That's been the story of Syracuse, but Daemen also crashed on the boards.
Reese Beaver too. Not necessarily known for her rebounds, only 3.6 in high school. But her other stats, 27 points per game, over 5 assists, 5 steals averaged a game. This is a player for the future of Daemen that'll be very important to fill the role they had with Alana Page last year, potentially transforming into something like that.
One of 4 freshmen for the Wildcats. Velez and Thompson, the transfers work. Pass off to McNabb in the corner, and that one doesn't work. Turnover count up to 13 for the Orange. Averaged 15 a game last year, middle of the pack in the conference. So the Orange go on defense.
To give Daemen a lot of credit too, it's been high intensity defense that's forced a lot of these turnovers from Syracuse, not necessarily SU mental mistakes.
And after that last bucket, Daemen already has more points today than the entire exhibition against Buffalo on Sunday. 40 points today, 38 over the weekend. Auer to make it 42, doesn't go. Syracuse 4-on-4. Velez to McNabb. And she traveled on the drive, was hoping to be the 11th Orange player to get on the board, and that did not happen.
Just saw that lane open up a little too quickly after the closeout. And sometimes it can be hard when you have a player in the air. You want to get going before they land to get a head start, and just too quick of a head start for McNabb.
Happy feet, some coaches call it. There was one called earlier in the game against the Wildcats as well. Lapertosa gets Hawkins on the ground and gets a bucket. Daemen outscoring Syracuse 5-2 early in the 4th quarter.
We were expecting a lot of production from Lapertosa in the paint today. A majority, though, has not been that. Opened the game on a 3, and since then, hasn't played deep in the paint on offense.
Thompson, pickpocketed. Montgomery has a 3-on-2. Gives off. Pikett, no good, but another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Up to 10 offensive boards today. Pikett gets another chance and doesn't waste it this time. Some second chance points for Daemen. Back within 30.
If you're Coach Banker, you have to be awfully happy, even though it's a 30-point margin on the scoreboard. She said, what is my team going to learn from Buffalo? Well, it seems like a lot so far.
Well, they're learning that, and Kira Scott is teaching them lessons in the paint, up to 12 points on the fadeaway.
First, a lot of layups, but how about a turnaround from Scott, opening up the bag?
Inside, Pikett blocked. Thompson stands tall. Syracuse on the break. McNabb feeds to Hawkins. Takes it herself through the lane. Doesn't go. Scott, good hands. Syracuse stays with it. And the ball pokes around all the way out of bounds. But how about Shy Hawkins? Driving to the cup. In the first half, she didn't do that. She's been doing that a lot more in the second half. And some effort, some hustle by the rest of the squad.
In an exhibition game, too, that's exactly what you want to see. Your team giving its all against a Daemen squad that is a D2 opponent. But like Felicia said, before the game, you cannot underestimate those opponents.
The Wildcats, a D2 opponent, but 5 straight regular season ACC titles, dominant at the D2 level. McNabb kicks off, gets it back, goes for the layup, doesn't fall. A little bit of pressure, trying to be that 11th scorer for the Orange. Trying to fill up completely the Syracuse box score.
It can always be tough when you see other players on the stat sheet and you haven't made an impact yet. A little bit of pressure, like you said, to try to be that final scorer to finish it off.
Has an opportunity here, gives up to Hawkins. She takes it herself, has been slashing with a purpose in the fourth quarter. Gets to the stripe again. Gotten there a few times today.
That's exactly what she is, a lanky, slashing wing. Has plenty of wingspan to put the ball on the deck, but a lot of speed and craftiness to work by players. It's something that Syracuse really didn't have last year, a wing that enough to draw. But because of her needed presence on the arc last year, that was her game.
Hawkins already in double figures today. 3 for 3 at the stripe after that shot. Syracuse's freshmen today have combined for 25 points. Nope. Make it 30 points. I keep forgetting Maddie Potts is still a freshman because I saw her so much with this team last year.
You always thought, hey, maybe what if they snuck her in a game last year? Would anybody notice? And you wouldn't want to burn a year of eligibility. No. The shooting that she had, tremendous in practice, it's carried over this year.
That's called a foul on Scott. 50-50 play.
Just did not have the feet set, though, on that drive. Was in good position, but she just leaned off a little bit too much to the side, trying to beat the driver to the spot.
So Daemen stays on the offensive end. And how about the first double-figure score for the Wildcats? Navi Butley. It was all triples from her before. That's her first 2-pointer of the day.
Especially production out of a freshman in Butley.
Velez the 3, doesn't go. Was 1 for 1 behind the arc earlier today. Wanted a second, couldn't get it. Megan Trapper. Touching the court for the first time today for the Wildcats. Thought about a 3. Gives to Butley inside. She wants more points. She's got more points. Her tally up to 13, over 50% from the floor. Navi Butley, the top scorer today for Daemen.
Tyler, she says her dream job is to be an FBI agent. I don't know. There could be a lot more basketball in her future. A freshman playing this well against a Power 4 team.
A Syracuse freshman, Shy Hawkins, goes for the bucket, doesn't get it. The whistle blows after. It'll still be Orange ball when we wrap up the fourth quarter when we return. 77-48, the Orange lead.
Hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
You drive in today?
Of course not. There's no parking.
Like you know to check the sign first before parking.
Do you hear it? I hear it.
I feel like I do hear it.
Oh. Oh, man.
Why didn't you read the sign?
You think you can pay a parking ticket in heirloom tomatoes?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Good morning, everybody.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
Watching the fresh morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce. You know, my lease says I get free subs.
Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Syracuse leads Daemen 77-48 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And that big lead largely thanks to the freshmen, including Shy Hawkins.
Hawkins has been tremendous today, especially in the second half at pushing the pace and the tempo. We didn't see a lot of her taking some of those more open looks in the first half. The nerves have cleared out in the second half. She's been fantastic. She's tied for the most shots of any Syracuse player today.
10 shots, that's turned into 11 points with 7 rebounds as well. Goes for 2 more points and gets them on a crafty pass on the inbound. How about the connection between Velez, the transfer, and Hawkins, the freshman?
We talked about the fresh faces, key for Syracuse this year and important early on.
Velez staying feisty on defense, claps her hands right in the face of Barrows. Buntley wanted another triple, doesn't take it. There's those happy feet again. Another travel called, this one on the Wildcats.
Wildcats emptying their bench now a little bit more. Some of the players that hadn't seen any action. Tremarky redshirted last year, didn't play a single game, and then Kyla Barros also out there on the court right now, didn't appear in a game last year either.
An alley-oop to Scott inside. He's up to 14 points. One more basket, she'll be tied for the team lead in points for the Orange. Potts, aggressive defense. Can't get the steal. Buntley inside. She's up to 15 points.
And what this lineup is showing right now is the changes between last year to this year for Daemen. Tyler, guess how many minutes this 5 combined for last year?
This 5 combined for last year?
Right now on the court for Daemen.
Probably under 100.
0.
Oh, well, yep. That is under 100.
But it's showing now with 50 points that Daemen, the offense is picked up, and a lot of those newer players, specifically Buntley, leading the squad with 15. She's the second leading scorer all game behind Kyra Wood's 16.
Hawkins back at the charity stripe. Her 3rd trip today. 3 for 5 after that last miss. Gets back up, 4 for 6. So Hawkins, 14 points on the day. Her and Scott staying even with each other, each at 14 points. The 2 highly touted freshmen for the Orange. Barrows, who redshirted last year, slows things down. Gives off to Tremarky, who had just 5 total points last year. A long 3, that was actually blocked by Potts. Hawkins moves quick, takes it through the lane, goes up. And wow, the freshman stays aggressive. A 4th trip to the free throw line coming up for Hawkins. And 3 of those trips have been in this 4th quarter.
Just a tough foul in transition, but Hawkins has been drawing those. Already, she shot 6 free throws, going 4 of 6. She's not afraid to push the pace a little bit more and get some fouls on her in transition.
Not afraid of contact, not afraid to hit her free throws too after going 1 for 2 last time. Nails her first. And the freshman goes 2 for 2. Goes out to take a breather. She's played 24 minutes today. Second most on the team, gets replaced by Journey Thompson. The most minutes by a Syracuse player today, Velez. Out there right now, still playing hounding defense. 27 minutes on the court. Buntley, the leading scorer for Daemen, out there with some players who are touching the court for the first time today. Buntley wants a 3, doesn't get it. And a foul on the rebound on the Wildcats. Potts went up strong for the rebound.
Certainly did. Potts, a very sneaky 6 foot, you could say. Not necessarily the biggest looking player, but has that size that the other Australians on this squad have. Sophie Burrows at 6'2" and Georgia Woolley at 6 foot.
Potts, how about a triple? No. Offensive rebound up and in, and Scott is up to 16 points. Tied with Hawkins and Wood for the team lead. Potts has had a rough day from behind the arc. Hit her first three, 0 for 5 since then.
It's a good sign, though, when you see Hawkins and Scott both combining to be the team's leading scorers, both tied at 16 with Wood from freshman production.
Syracuse is going to need some freshman production. Has some transfer production. A block from Thompson. Fast break, too fast. Velez doesn't find Potts. Syracuse up to 16 turnovers. Wasn't a concern too much last year. Maybe Syracuse will be passing too much this year with Fair gone, and will try to play clean.
Barrows just could not get it out of the backcourt.
No, the Wildcats not playing clean either. And double figures on turnovers. Syracuse takes back over.
You can see the frustration from head coach Jennifer Banker yelling at Barrows, you gotta get that ball beyond half court even if everybody's guarded, and you have to know how much time you have to do so.
Scott, a triple. Off the mark. Daemen takes over. Syracuse staying aggressive. How about Potts with a steal? Velez the pass, Burrows the bucket. An exclamation point on a 38-point lead over Daemen. But with under a minute left, Hudson, a step forward for Daemen. After losing 82-38 to Buffalo on Sunday, putting up 50 points against a power conference team in Syracuse today. That has to make Coach Banker happy.
Exactly, and you can also tell where the future of this team is with Nevaeh Buntley being fantastic today. Those 16 points, did well from three. You have options now once you get to ACC play that'll really benefit you. You don't have the experience that you had last year or those big-time scores, but you have a lot of promise going forward and coaching that has won them multiple ACC championships.
Well, Daemen also has kept it pretty close in the second half, getting outscored by just 6 in that frame. Syracuse, plenty to take away on the positive end, especially all the scoring from Shai Hawkins and Kira Scott. The two freshman phenoms for Syracuse combined for 32 points. Angelica Velez, the transfer, also contributing 6 assists for a key guard for Syracuse this year, taking on the passing load from Deasia Fair last year. Her and Olivia Schmidt have been distributing well. Syracuse breaks 90, goes back up 40 points. Both teams have learned a lot today, and Hudson probably both for the positive.
No, certainly. You learn a lot about your young cores and get prepared for the future.
The Wildcats will put up one last shot, and it's blocked by Thompson. Syracuse comes away with a 40-point win over Daemen in its first exhibition of the season.
Kira Scott and Shai Hawkins have shown what this team can be for the future. And a performance like that without Georgia Woolley, Syracuse looking bright for when regular season play starts against Niagara next week.
Syracuse missing its best player last year and its best returner in Deasia Fair and Georgia Woolley, but still show a lot of nice flashes today. 90-50, a 40-point win over Daemen. And a good get-right game going into Syracuse's first regular season game against Niagara a week from tonight. Thanks to our producer and everyone else helping out with the broadcast, this Syracuse win.